incoming. Looks like a Citizen. This is the outer box. Came via Amazon. They had a sale on some Citizen watches. My arm gets in the way. I like this cardboard box. And inside, almost like a camera case, camera lens case, plastic. Pretty nice. But before we open up, let's see what's on my wrist. Right now I've got the Squale. Is it 1571, I believe? 500 meters of water resistance. Squale means shark in French. 50 atmospheres. Got the date. Orange minute hand. Sweeping second, automatic, nice. So here we go. The ProMaster. This is the Ecozilla, the Citizen Ecozilla, which is a true watch that can be used as a diver. It's not just a toy, it's a real serious tool watch. And here I'll show you the reference number of this watch. So it's reference number, but they call it the Ecozilla. And you'll see why in a minute. This watch is huge! And as you can see here, you've got a nice box. It's like a Pelican case. You've got the Citizen logo here. You've got the extension. This is not an extra strap. This is actually, instead of having an attached dive extension, this goes over your wetsuit. So you add this to the existing strap as an extension. And here's the watch itself. Look at the size of that. It's got a nice bezel on it. Only the top part moves. You can see how thick that watch is. This is quite the watch. And look how nice that orange hand stands out. Again, when you're using a dive watch, usually use a dive computer, but as a backup, you might have a dive watch. That orange hand is good for legibility. You've only got so many minutes of air, and if you run out, you die. So I set the time to the correct time. And it's got a really cool bezel. It moves just the top. You don't have, the whole thing doesn't move, just the very top. Kind of neat how that works. And I like the fact that it's got such thickness, because if you jump in the water, the last thing you want to do is worry that your watch is gonna not do what it's supposed to do. Let's take a look at what's the back. Oh, look at that. Old style diving helmet. That is cool, screwed on back. And this one is one of those watches where you don't service it yourself. Since it's a solar, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna send it to Citizen for any kind of servicing. You're not gonna take the back off ever, because it probably doesn't have the kind of battery that you think. Solar watches are totally different. And this is truly a diver's watch. It's professional. It's pretty sharp. As you can see here, this is a monster. But look at the size of that buckle. Echo Drive, that's a huge buckle. And what a watch. I'll tell you what, I like it. This is amazing watch. And I know that I'll be jumping in the water with this with no fear. So that's it, the Citizen Ecozilla. And they call it an Ecozilla because A, it looks like a huge watch, kind of like Godzilla. And it's an Echo Drive, meaning that it's run by solar. But Citizen makes a heck of a watch, especially for their divers. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, Seiko. But you know what? This watch is as good as any. I'd take it over most Seikos any day. Talk to the view here. There's the side, there's the top. Again, only the top thin layer spins. And it's got some really nice deep grooves to make it easy. Even with a glove, you'll be able to change the bezel if needed. You can see that on 9 o'clock is the crown, and the crown is protected by crown guards. and really nice. And then let's take a look at that. Look at the massive size of that buckle. Oh my God. This is a phenomenal rubber polymer strap with a buckle that is the size of Montana. Here's the back, and you can see it's 300 meters. It's got a dive, the old diving bell helmet engraved. And this is, again, you do not service this at home. This is a Citizen Service Center service only. It's a Eco Drive is their solar, and you put it out in the sun, and for months and months and months, it doesn't need to be recharged. But what a watch! Very tool, very professional, very durable. On the wrist, you can see then there's that buckle. Really sits nicely on the wrist. This is a watch that, I'll tell you what, tool, Seiko makes great watches, but this is right there. No apologies. Citizen's right there with Seiko as far as build quality, the way that the bezel lines up, quality. Nothing, I mean nothing to be ashamed of if you had a Citizen in lieu of a Seiko. I own both, and I'll probably buy more of each.